What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today in our Titans Online User franchise. It is week 3 going up against the New York Jets. We've had a pretty damn good start to the season, and of course, we are trying to continue that success, but also rack up some stats if we can. Ronald Jones. Harold Landry is very close to a 90 overall, which would be amazing. See, we get that ability slot upgraded, and so is Gilbert to 80. You guys seen that overall rank? We're actually a lower overall team than the Jets. This could be a little bit harder than we expected. You know, going into this, you're like, the Jets, they're 0-2. Easiest matchup coming, but maybe not. Maybe not. Ronald Jones maybe should just try to outrun the guys, but I saw that corner for the splittest of the second. I don't know if that's even a word. Come out of the back of nowhere. Jesus, good swat. And yeah, I don't think we would have been able to outrun him. But you never know with Jukebox. Might be able to slip away. Speaking of a guy with Jukebox, the only guy on our team with Jukebox, Ronald Jones. Ronald open again, but we're going to go to Jonnu this time. And Jonnu's actually going to get a lot of yards. That man is fast. If you guys couldn't tell. Spoiler alert, he's fast. Spoiler alert as well. Maybe like and subscribe. I don't know. Oh my God, with that hit. We have fumbled, and somehow miraculously an offensive lineman decided to show up and pick it up. Good job, I think, Taylor Lewan. Absolute legend you are. 3rd and 1. No one really crazy open except for the backup tight end, Stephen Anderson. You guys are kind of mad a little bit with the Alberto trade, but at the end of the day, another fumble. Wow, interesting. But we're already in the end zone. At the end of the day, he was a backup tight end. I didn't have any intentions to start him, and you could see Stephen Anderson, anyone. The backup tight end position just succeeds on this team. We just obviously don't look to throw it there often. 2nd and 4, running with his running back, Edwards, something long name. 3rd and 5 now after that short run. Finds his man. Oh, my Lord, look who it is. Tyree Cleveland. I have a special place in my heart for him. It also could be blood clot. I don't know. I don't know. Inside, Tony Brown. Okay, I was about to say that didn't look like Jayon Brown there, and I almost even called him Jatavis Brown. It's a weird day. Speaking of a weird day, Jameis Winston, our quarterback for like a season in the Buccaneers franchise before it got reset, is a Jets player. Interesting stuff. 3rd and 25, that's just not a good look. A little underthrown, and of course, Jonathan Jones takes advantage of that, gets the pick, and takes it all the way back past midfield. 7-0 start. Okay, maybe it's not going to be as hard as we thought. Looking for someone open in there. You got to take the dump off there. Just take your damn dump off, all right? Esperanza with a sack. I think that's his name. 2nd and 21. Once again, getting ourselves in a little bit of trouble. Going too far to the left. Left tackle can only do so much before it becomes a holding call. And here we're going to take a shot outside. Barely squeezed it there, but once again, a huge hit. That's what this Jets team is built for, unfortunately. And here, speaking of huge hits, almost took a huge hit to the scoreboard for him as Rashawn Evans almost comes up with a pick there. Guy that we have had on the block. People have been inquiring. And oh my God, you can inquire all you want about Harold Landry. He's not going anywhere. And he's only going to get better once he gets to 90 overall. And there, surprisingly, he actually catches, I believe that's Keenan Allen. Of course, it's going to be 4th and 1, but Jesus. Could have been close. You know, could have went for it there if he really wanted to. And here, I was going to pick it up. I was going to, but then I was like, what would a non-dumb do? And I finally, was able to do something like that. Really good moves by Ronald to get 9 yards there. Tackle by C.J. Mosley, I believe. 2nd and inches. Really interesting slip off. Ronald Jones busting it almost all the way free. Speaking of busting things, seems that he had busted something else. There goes Jalen Hurd slipping away. Look at Jalen go for a 9-yard. He's like, I'm ready, coach. I know I won't start unless there's an injury, but I'm still freaking ready. No one really open. We're going to take a shot. Take a shot. Jonnu, could you continue because we need all the help we can get. Ronald Jones has ruptured his disc. Anytime I hear that, oh my, what a throw decision there. Anytime I hear that, I just think of somebody's got their Blu-ray and they just shatter the thing. I don't know, maybe I'm just, I'm not even going to talk about it. 2nd and 10, Mariota looking for somewhere to go, and Mariota slipping away. Late hit, and I normally would decline those, but that was definitely a late hit. I get you can't guarantee we're going to be. Why didn't I throw to Johnny? He's wide open, and that's going to be a fumble recovery. Oh, my face mask. But, yeah, that's a clear-cut late hit, even though no guarantee we were going to go out of bounds. But there's certain players I just won't take a chance on, and those certain players just happen to be guys that are basically cars coming after you inside a hooker with a huge hit. But no fumble means nothing because that's a huge first down. Here's his running back gaining another huge gainer, about 9. I can't believe how many times we're fumbling in this game. Sucks that the Mariota one there wasn't really deserved, and that was a really good decision there to blitz, but just barely gets it out. I know the powers of throw power. Jameis Winston's got that throw power. 1st and 10 from the 25. Rolling out to the right. Winston almost gets taken out. Harold, I need it. I need a sack there because, get a good game. Maybe you get an X Factor scenario. I don't know. To the outside. That is so trash. It's so trash. We were in position. Should have been a pick. But for some reason, his guy slowed down. If anything, that should have been offensive pass interference. But hey, he's inside the 20. 3 minutes left. This is starting to look like a very good chance that he could tie this thing up. 2nd and 7. Really good usering by us. Finish it out quicker, man. Finish it out quicker. Get there quicker. Got a sack instead of a throwaway. 3rd and 7, though. Still very favorable for us. Going to cover as much as we can. And there's just going to be a clear-cut coverage sack. I don't know what the hell just happened, but it's a field goal. The video file just said, you know what? Don't even ask, bro. And speaking of don't even ask, right before halftime, a don't even ask kick moment. I will take it, though. And Jesus, can we take our power of the line and use it for good? Because Hurd had no chance there. Here, yikes, yikes, yikes. Holding on to the ball too long. No clear-cut, wide-open player that was safe enough to throw to. You're going to look for some wheels. Do we even take it? We will take it. Because Corey Davis does get open, and he's going to slip it for a decent gain, which will give us a nice punt. But that's pretty much it. It's not going to turn into anything else for us. And the punt will pin him to the 11. A really good potential spot for us to maybe even get the ball back, honestly. 50 seconds, 3 timeouts. It's doable. We're not going to waste one yet, but depending on this play, we'll maybe decide if we want to or not, and we definitely will now, as Harold Landry has reached sack number 3 from the 4-yard line. 2 timeouts left. Just got to make that stop. Just got to make that good job. This defensive line playing out of its mind right now. 19 seconds with a timeout. Taylor Gabriel, what can you do for us, pal? And what he can do is double juke inside the 38-yard line. I'll take it. 11 seconds left. Just need to get a sliver. A bit more than a sliver for John, who's going to take it all the way to the 19-yard line. And with 3 seconds left, we'll kick the field goal and regain the 7-point lead. Nice, important points before half as he does get the ball back to start out the second half. Really good coverage by us. Wow, I didn't notice that when I first played, but we cheesed the hell out of his guy. I don't think he was going to throw it anyways, but we accidentally chipped his receiver. No penalty. And, wow, really good play by Herndon there. No penalty, and we completely stopped him like a yard short of where he was running. That, yikes. Like, if he would have threw that at the time we hit him, if they didn't call a flag, that could have been a pick. It could have been a pick because of what we did. And, Jonathan, you're usually so good. Why'd you hesitate, pal? You had the instincts. The instincts. I don't know why I said it like that. It's instincts. Was that offsides? Hooker, what are you doing? I told you to wait in the car. Well, you Hooker Joe. But after that quick, easy 1st and 5 now, it's going to be a 2nd and 2. It should be easy conversion. We stuck on good old Simmons to the outside. Really doesn't matter. I prefer him to get that first down because now, fresh set of downs, no easy short yardage, chances to take shots into the end zone. Although I say that, it's going to be a 2nd and 4. We can blow this up, though, on the ground, or just let him have it. Huge hit. Oh, my God. Cruikshank with a nice hit. 1st and goal from the 9. This is a good spot for us to be in. We will take him back down to the 9, so there's a hole to the 11, apparently. Okay, I did not think that was the case. 2nd and goal now from the 11. Defense looking pretty stout. Finds a little underneath play. That is decent because he gets a 6-yard play to the 5. 3rd and goal now. He's going to run the ball. He had the inside look, and he kind of just bounced it too far to the right. Of course, we're going to decline the hold. And to get another field goal. So this is an extremely, no matter who wins, we're both losers because the stats are trash. Look at Jalen Hurd, though, slipping away. I'm really worried about some guys' stats. The ratings of carrying under 80. Hurd is a liability, especially against this team that was making pretty much everyone fumble. 1st and 10, Mariota looking for someone open. Look at Corey Davis. Corey Davis, what are you doing? Don't come back to the ball. Just sit where you're at. That was dangerous stuff. Probably should have taken Cooks underneath, but I thought Stefan would have beat him pretty well. I mean, he did, in fairness, going against this team, but still. And speaking of, I mean, just throw that earlier, dude. You got yourself at least 7 or 8 yards. He's got to make the user over the middle. Maybe he forces a fumble, in fairness, but realistically, probably a first down. Ooh, last second. Jonnu Smith, my man. He's so dependable. Under 200 yards passing. Yikes. Balaj, though, going to go a little shorter. Try to get the truck stick. Cannot. Thank God he didn't fumble. 2nd and 2. Had Hurd, but we also do have Cooks. Another big hit. Jamal Adams, a guy that pretty much forces like 10-plus fumbles a year. For the 13-yard line, double slants. Mariota's looking to run. Will run, and he'll get about 8 yards. Please stop trying to kill my quarterback. It's very early in the season. Give me a little bit of time. And Mariota's going to fumble, unfortunately. Maybe got a little too trigger-happy with the legs. I don't even know if that's even a thing. Excuse me. Excuse me. I mean, I'm pretty lenient on the animations, but that is probably the most broken of animations I've seen this year. And Jayon up the middle with potentially a game-changing play. I mean, it is a game-changing play, but this could be the play that wins us the game. You know, we weren't looking at a great position there. Thankfully, busted free, though. Looking for someone open. Last second across the field. What a throw. Hurd with the catch. Longest throw I've ever seen for that short of a gain. Hurd really running well. You know, he's 6'4". He doesn't get a lot of carries. Had a stroke there. My apologies. And here's Batson. Of course, fumbling. Why? I know I should probably avoid some hits, but who the hell even hit us that time? And there he goes, breaking off at tackles. But overall, good hustle. Defense is still doing really, really well. Inside. Oh, I thought we had the bait there. Really good job by him to be patient. And Winston's going to overthrow the thing. And guess who? Rashaan Evans. I don't know what the hell he's doing out there, but he comes up with the pick. He definitely runs like a special needs grizzly bear, but I still love him. Unless we decide to trade him, then I like him a little bit less. Mariota, what is this? What is this? I don't even know what happened. As soon as I threw the ball, I don't even think I realized who I threw to. Like, I switched off, and I was like, oh, it's him. Okay. Yeah, that's not a good decision. And we pretty much just ran right out of the play. Thankfully, I guess the play was deep. So, you know, the pick was kind of like an early punt. It is what it is, though. 3rd and 2. Defense playing stout. 4th and 2 now. Debatable decision to go for this, to be honest. And there we played. I thought we were all over it, but apparently we weren't. And he is going to convert. That was debatable. I know the clock's short, but if you don't get that, the game is literally over. Like, he literally loses as long as we kick a field goal, which obviously we would. We've learned our mistakes. But at the same time, he's still driving. He's around the 50-yard line. A touchdown wins the game if he, doesn't allow us to have a chance with the ball before it's over. From the 47, Winston. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it deep. Yeah, we're not. No. Yeah, we're going to swat that. Thankfully, we got it because we've still been mossed in the past, obviously, while we try to swat. Really good coverage there with us, with Tony. Throws it over the top, and all right. Not only do they call it PI, but apparently we don't get a hand on it with the one great Adoree Jackson. I don't know what to tell you. From the 5 now, just over a minute left. Looking to run the ball, and oof. He takes the lead. First lead of the game comes with only a minute left. Taylor Gabriel, you can't mess that up. And then we have 3 timeouts, but we can't be messing that up. Almost bounce it to the right. 1 full minute to work with. Only need a field goal. This offense has struggled all day. But here's a chance. Mariota has the look. And somehow Batson holds on. Now, not only is it crazy held on, it was a pass rusher that covered Batson all the way down the field. Yeah, that's what happened, if you guys weren't aware. Interesting, huh? Interesting. Crazy play there. Very risky. From the 11 now, Jalen Hurd is going to get the handoff, and no chance at a block, no worries. Going straight for the touchdown. And I think overall, with this little bit of time, that's probably the ultimate best move. To the outside, Kalen Ballage will extend it to a 7-point lead. The score looks a little bit better, but he does have a little bit of time, about 10 seconds. However, holds on to the ball too long. At the end of the day, sack or not, he took way too long. You got to be able to get something on the inside. Here, last play of the game will go up and no good. So we win the game 20-13. GG to Soccer Fan. I really appreciate that game. I like close games. Even if it was an ugly slop fest, I still like close games. I like them way more than when we blow people out. So, oh God, that's a thumbnail. That's just, there's no debate about it. That's kind of cool too, but yeah, I mean, kissing on the thumbnail, it's probably going to get demonetized, to be honest. But yeah, not a good statistical game, of course. He had 4 takeaways and we still won. That is impressive. We were -2 in the turnover margin. That's a great win. That's a great win. He had a better roster technically by overall, I mean, pure roster talent. I can't really tell. I'd have to look at all of it across the board, but even matchups at the least, right? Ronald Jones going out really sucks. We don't know how much that herniated disc is going to limit his season, but you got to imagine it's at least several games. And by several, I mean maybe like 6 or 7. That's a lot of severals. And, of course, looking at the stats, once again, no side of the ball was great. Ronald Jones, that is great news because, once again, I thought it was like a 7-week injury. It turns out he's only going to miss like 3 games. I'm very shocked and super relieved. Anyways, this is a fun one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, maybe like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. But anyways, hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, which we might have another, see ya!